Welcome to Alternatives. I'm your host, Corrina Rachel, and today's topic is teeth whitening. So my question for you is if you've ever had your teeth professionally whitened, or if you've ever used an at-home whitening product like white strips or whitening toothpaste. So Jessica, thank you so much for joining me again.
Thank you for having me again.
So let's talk about whitening the teeth and maybe some of these whitening products that are out on the market. I know when I've done the white strips before, they taste bad, they make my teeth hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, is this a safe and effective way to whiten our teeth?
Well, it is effective as far as the shade that people like to get, but it's definitely not safe for you. It's important for us to have a beautiful smile. I know that it makes me feel good when I walk outside and I have a beautiful smile, but it's really important to be cautious on how you get there, because you don't want to put your body at risk or your mouth at risk or your teeth just to have them look better, because it's not good in the long run.
What's the cost
Yes.
of the pearly whites?
Exactly. Okay. Especially if you do it over and over and over again, which a lot of people are, because it just doesn't last.
Right.
It doesn't last that long.
Especially with drinking coffee or smoking cigarettes or anything like that. People,
Red wine.
people end up having to get the whitening over and over.
Exactly.
Why do the white strips and stuff make your teeth hurt so much?
They're actually using chemicals. Even peroxide, which is considered the most natural way to whiten your teeth, really does. It can burn your gums. It can strip away layers of your enamel.
Oh, wow.
So after a while, like I said, if you do it over and over again, you're not going to have any enamel to take away. And the interesting thing is that your teeth underneath your enamel are yellow. So if you continue to whiten your teeth and strip away the layers of your enamel, eventually you will have the yellow shining through, and there's nothing you can do about it besides get veneers or, replace your teeth altogether. So,
and of course, not having enamel on your teeth,
not a good idea.
has all these other problems
Yes.
associated with
Yes.
it. Wow. Okay. So, and then what about whitening toothpastes that are on the market?
Again, with the chemicals, that's how they have decided or have found that they can remove stains. Well, you're also removing and putting your teeth at risk for cavities. You're more cavity susceptible. Like I said, you're removing layers of your enamel, and also putting chemicals in your mouth is not a good idea.
So are there natural ways for us to whiten our teeth in a safe way?
Yes, thankfully there are. Oil pulling is a really big, hot thing to do now, and it's excellent for you. It also detoxifies your mouth. There are some risk factors in oil pulling. One, it can take away the cement if you have any crowns or veneers. People have experienced their dental work popping off.
Okay.
So that's kind of something to watch out for, but it's really, really good for you. And then also the product that I talked about in our last video that I created for my children, the My Magic Mud, is a safe, effective way to whiten your teeth.
Okay.
And you don't have to swish it around in your mouth for 20 minutes.
Okay. And it's not going to make my teeth hurt, hopefully.
Not at all. Actually, we've had a lot of customers that have told us that they've reversed their sensitivity.
Oh, wow.
So not only does it not cause you pain, but it will take away pain that you have. So that's pretty amazing.
Yeah. So can you maybe talk a little bit about the ingredients and how it works?
Absolutely. So it's made with activated charcoal, calcium bentonite clay, and then also natural extracts. It's in a powder form. It's very fine granular, and we did that because we didn't want it to scratch or harm the enamel.
Okay.
And that was really important because we want to whiten, but we don't want it to, again, come at the cost of our health. So, and you brush with it like you would regular toothpaste, except for it's in a powder form. It turns into like a black mud in your mouth.
Okay.
And it really does, it's just abrasive enough to remove tartar, plaque, the food particles that are left in your mouth, get all that gunk off your tongue, and it leaves you with that dentist-like clean. That just really, like, you just had your teeth cleaned at the dentist. It's amazing. And then also the way that it whitens is it actually pulls the stains from the enamel, from the pores of your teeth. So you're not dealing with stripping away layers of your enamel or making you cavity susceptible by compromising your teeth. It just sucks it out, basically.
So is that the clay that has that kind of
the clay,
out power?
And also the activated charcoal does that as well. And they work individually. I know that a lot of people just go to the health food store and get the charcoal tablets or whatever and break them open. But I really found that the two working together with the extracts added just really made it so much more effective. And I didn't have to brush for as long. I didn't have to do it as often. So, I mean, charcoal itself is great. Bentonite clay itself is great. But I have just found that the two of them together is so much better of an experience.
Wow. Okay, so hopefully we'll actually get a little demonstration and we can see the black mud. See the black mud in action. So are there any other tips or things that you think people should know about that would help them to keep their teeth white and healthy and clean?
Well, I mean, a lot of people, when they go to the dentist, I've had a lot of customers come up to me and say, my dentist doesn't want me to drink coffee anymore. My dentist doesn't want me to drink wine anymore. I need to stop, eating cherries or, stuff like that. But I've really found that when using Magic Mud, you don't have to stop doing those things, because just honestly doing upkeep 2 or 3 times a week will suck out all those stains and really make your mouth stronger as on top of that. So not only are you going for the whitening, the beautiful smile, but it's really actually very healthy, very good for you. And you don't have to stop doing the things that you love, because if anyone took my coffee away, I'd have a problem.
So you're saying the Magic Mud you only need to use a couple times per week?
Eventually. We recommend that for the optimal whitening that you use it at least once a day to start off with. But really, people get results in as little as 1 to 14 uses. So after that 2-week period, we like to say, or when you look in the mirror and you love the shade of your teeth, at that point, you don't need to use it every day. Every other day, or like I said, 2 times a week, to just really upkeep and keep the coffee stains off. Perfect.
So it's probably a lot more cost effective than professional whitening or the little white strips.
Yeah. I mean, professional whitening is hundreds of dollars. So you have to make an appointment either at a dentist office, or they do have salons now that offer it. There's a great cost to your health doing it that way, but also talking about money, it's a lot.
Right.
And especially if you have to keep doing it over and over again, you're talking hundreds of dollars a year. With Magic Mud, I tried really hard to give a lot of product because I wanted everybody to be able to afford it. It seems like a lot at a $25 price point, but we actually give a 5 to 6 month supply in each jar.
Okay.
So it comes out to cents when you break it down per use, and that's if you were to use it every single day for 6 months or 5 months. So it really does last a very long time. It's very cost effective. And I think that that's something that people really like about it, because it lasts a really long time. With crest strips, you're looking at 14 uses, and it's like $50-something, I think.
Right.
Even that can add up. So when you have something like Magic Mud, not only can you rest assured knowing that you're not putting your health at risk, but it's affordable, and it's affordable for the entire family.
Right.
And that's really what I wanted it to be, because I created it for my children, and I wanted families of all different backgrounds to be able to not only have the adults take care of their teeth for the whitening, but also have the children use it to get a jump start on their oral health, their whole body health, and just really start taking care of their teeth from a young age.
Right. And I would imagine for kids, having the black mud is probably really fun. They must just love it.
It is. Boys love it. Little boys just absolutely love it. I can't say so much for the little girls. It depends on what stage of life that they're in. If they're they're wanting to get to the makeup stage, maybe it's not so fun, but having white teeth for them is great.
Right.
So there's a trade-off.
Right. And, I think it's interesting that, it seems a little maybe odd at first that you put something black on your teeth that
to whiten.
Helps whiten them.
It's very counterintuitive. And a lot of people, when we talk about it, they just kind of look at us like, you're crazy. And it does seem crazy, but it really, really does work. Mm-hmm. And it works so much faster than you would even imagine. And it comes right off your teeth. I mean, you brush it on for the 2 minutes, and then you rinse it out, do a little bit of flossing to get the excess, and you are just looking at brighter teeth. I mean, I notice a difference. Every time I'll pause in using it, maybe forget, maybe my family gets a little hectic and I don't think about it. When I go back, it immediately takes off all the fuzz. A friend of mine likes to call it fuzz.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
The fuzzy teeth. I think we can all relate to the fuzzy teeth.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, and I think that it's interesting because when we kind of consider some of these professional whitening techniques that are out there, I mean, you're talking about exposing your teeth to all different kinds of chemicals and lights and stuff that, to me, I would much rather put something natural, even if it's black when I brush my teeth with it, than expose my body to something that's potentially harmful.
Absolutely. And it's time consuming. It's harmful. It costs a lot of money. There's just so many reasons why you should consider alternatives. Mm-hmm. And I'm really, really grateful that I get to offer one of those alternatives.
Excellent. Well, Jessica, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
And I look forward to seeing the magic mud in action.
Yes, we have Rebecca here to give a little demonstration. It's going to be awesome.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much, and I look forward to our future videos.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed this video and that you will leave your feedback, questions, or video requests down in the comments area. Thanks so much for joining, and I look forward to seeing you next time.